In an instant, I knew there was no rules. And that's the lesson I learned from Picasso. Didn't learn about art in the East End. Art was Hollywood movies, if you can call it art.
You grew up, would you say, sort of upper working class?
No, just working class.
Do you still think you're working class now?
I guess I am. I mean, I don't know. The people don't really know what working class is anymore because it's gone. Now they're sort of deprived or underprivileged or whatever.
When you were taking those photographs in the 60s, did you feel like this working class outsider storming the Citadel?
No, I never had a chip on my shoulder. Michael Caine's working class and Stamp from the East End. See, I never knew snobbery as a kid because in the East End there wasn't snobbery. You were just all the same.
How hard was it trying to find and decide on the photographs that you were going to collect and use for this particular exhibition and sale?
Well, not that hard because they're all the usual suspects, aren't they? I mean, for me, it kind of gets boring. Everyone gets lumbered with a label, you know. I bet Michelangelo thought, shit, not another ceiling. It was difficult to be creative in those days, and the only way to be creative, really, in the sense of, you know, I hate that word, art, but the only way to be creative was in fashion photography, really. I mean, I think they're pretty good pictures. I think they look better now than they did then, in a way, because I was groping around to find a way to go then.
If you think about that photograph of Michael Caine, you gave him an added sense of coolness. Was that deliberate, or were you just trying to put your attitude into the photograph?
No, I just do what I see. I mean, you can't photograph someone's soul. That's all a load of old bollocks. I mean, what I can do is get your kind of, the way you move and what's your body language. So I photograph your space in a way, but I can't get beyond your skin because I'd have to make a deal with the devil, and I've never met him, so I haven't made a deal. I mean, I'm yet to meet him at the crossroads, but I can get your body language.
Do you think you have to like the person to be able to photograph them?
When I'm working with them, I do, yeah. You know, I'd photograph Hitler out of curiosity, or Stalin, or Chairman Mao, and couldn't call them the good guys, could you? But, or the Krays even. You know, photography does give you that distance. But you removes you a bit from being too involved.
So it sounds like it's a bit of a flirtation between the photographer and the subject, and it's a flirtation that doesn't actually need to last.
I guess so. The only thing that lasts is the image in the end. I mean, I don't consider I take pictures. I think I make pictures, you know. Most photographers just take pictures, you know. Anyone can go click and take a picture, especially now with the digital thing.
Can you still have that same craft if the photograph's been taken by something where the camera's doing all the work?
Well, I think you can. I think existentially you can, yeah. There's always going to be a mistake that you can alter to suit yourself, really. Chimpanzees do a great picture, but you only do one. But I've got the edge because I can do two.
Good line, good line. I read something where you said that if you'd been raised or born in America, you'd be up to your sort of third exhibition at MoMA. Do you think the Brits don't appreciate you?
Oh no, not like the French, the Germans and the Americans. No. No, they think the camera takes the picture.
So do you think that you don't get the respect you deserve in this country?
Oh no, I don't care. Who cares? I mean, respect from who? You know, there's only a few people that know anyway.
Tell me a bit about Picasso, because you've talked a little bit in the past about how, you know, he's been a really big influence on you.
Two images turn my life around. One was Picasso's picture of, I forget her name, Jacqueline Roux. And the other one was Cartier-Bresson's 4 ladies in the Himalayas or somewhere, standing overlooking, just those 2 pictures. But Picasso more in a way.
It's interesting because I was in Madrid recently and saw Guernica, and you see it and you think this is a guy who's trying to deal with the biggest questions in life. You know, like how do you express violence? How do you express war? And how do you make a difference? And you look at Don McCullen's photography, and he was trying to make a difference with his work in some way in reporting the war. Were you ever tempted to have a more political dimension to your photography?
I think different way of being. I mean, it's a difficult question to answer, really. I don't know. I mean, on the lowest level, they're both social documents. I have enormous respect for Don because he's one of those people that stuck to his guns, and I mean, that's an unfortunate term in his case, but stuck to his principles.
And sometimes had them pointed at him, yeah. Do you still get excited about photography?
Yeah, I get depressed more than excited. When you look at the contact, you think, oh my God, I wish I could have done better. And then sometimes, a year down the line, you re-look at them and you think, oh, they weren't bad.
The pose I saw, the one with Mick Jagger with the coat,
yeah.
I'm sure I saw Liam Gallagher being photographed like that from Oasis, wearing that same kind of coat and that same kind of look.
Yeah,
so,
right.
so people kind of borrow
oh yeah,
all
that's
the time,
great.
don't
They should borrow. They shouldn't borrow. They should steal. They should steal. If they borrow, it's probably going to be weak. And if they copy, it's going to be weak. If they steal it and make it their own, I got nothing against people stealing things. Avedon, Penn, Bill Brandt, Cartier-Bresson, Uncle Tom Cobley, that glass, everything is an influence. I mean, and if you don't steal everything, you can never do it. I mean, people who think they can just be original, you can't.
Are you fed up with celebrity culture?
I never liked celebrity culture. I thought they were talented, the people I liked. I mean, my heroes were Picasso, Stravinsky and Duchamp, and they weren't the sort of Lulu Jordan, whatever her silly name is. They were real people. They weren't. Why would you be interested in these people? It's beyond my imagination. I do love to know about the person that creates things, because it helps you understand the things they create, because it helps you understand what he does. So in that much I'm interested, but I'm not interested in somebody who doesn't do anything at the end of the day, just wears higher heels than the person next to her. Or
Did you get asked to photograph a lot of today's celebrities?
No, I say no. No.
Because?
Well, they're too much trouble. I mean, I was supposed to do Lady Gaga the other day for W magazine, and I saw the press and sniffed it, and I called the shoot off, because I thought, oh, I'm not going to go down here.
Why?
Too much trouble. What do I need that aggravation for?
Why is that aggravation?
Because I knew she'd come with an entourage, she'd want this. And then some of them got the cheek, they want the copyright as well. They're dreaming, I'm not going to give my copyright to whatever they are. I don't know what you do, celebrity, I suppose.
So you're saying that today's celebrities are harder work than the Nurievs and the Warhols?
Well, they're confident, Nureyev and Warhol. I mean, I don't think you can be confident if you're worried about if your shoes the latest pair of shoes, or you're wearing the latest handbag, or it's all about handbags and shoes at the end of the day, isn't it?
I was just thinking about London being something which is kind of like, seems to have rooted you, and you're still, does London seem like quite a large part of who you are and your own identity?
Yeah, London made me. Two of my heroes are from London, Turner and Hogarth.
As somebody who was like a big player in London in the 60s, how does London in 2010 compare?
Well, the 60s didn't end in 1969. It continued, and it's still continuing, because it doesn't stop. Things flow, don't they? The river doesn't stop. It just maybe evaporates a bit here and then bursts forth in an underground spring there. So it's always regenerating itself. No, the questions were good.
They're all right, weren't
What's
they?
your name again?
See, there's no point telling you because you'll forget.
That's dyslexia, you see.
Yeah.
I don't even remember my kids' names. Number 3.
That's not bad. It's a first off.
Fucking genius.
Look
What
at
a
that.
chimpanzee you make.
Well, how do you know? Because I might take a second one and I'll be rivaling you.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
All right.
But who's controlling who?
I think of this as a relationship between the subjects.
No way.